Soul family. My name is Geeta and welcome to your live readings. If you'd like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. I will be adding free dice readings, probably more likely at the end of the live stream if you want to stick around for that. But if not, yeah, that's fine as well. Paid readings get priority over free readings. I will be doing a pick a card first while I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. So all of the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. If for some reason you missed your reading or something like that, you can always hit me up on Instagram at GeetaGalaway. It's in the video description. The entire menu, if you'd like to have a readings, in the video description. And also, if you don't want your reading done publicly, I have a lot of private options available. But anything you need to know, it's all in the video description. Alright, so let me go ahead and I gotta finish setting up the live stream since YouTube has decided that we don't need to do that anymore and we should just do that while we're in the middle of being live. So that's fun. YouTube's changed the way I go live, so paid readings get priority over free readings. The free readings are dice rolls only, and if you want to understand how it works, please read the video description. Also, free readings are only for subscribers. Did I do that thing? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Hey Kays, how are you doing? Yeah, you sure can. If you wait until the end of the live stream, Wolfie. Hopefully you've been doing well. Paid readings get a priority over free readings. I'm mostly doing the dice rolls at the end of the live stream. I'm going to do pick a card first. I'm good. I got sick, I almost died, but I'm alive. I'm really good at dying, like almost dying and then not dying, so I've done it a few times. Don't really recommend it, but I've done it a few times. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I should go check. Why is she barking? She doesn't normally bark. Oh no. Let me just see. Leela, you're not the one barking. Stormy. Is there a intruder out there? Stormy found her bark. No, don't make her bark. I'm live. Alright. She doesn't normally bark. Oh, they're acting like something's up the window, but she doesn't normally bark at things. Alright, back to what I was saying. So all the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. I will start working on your readings. I work on the paid readings after I do the live ones. Oh, hey, it's Ricky. Is that your name, Ricky? What is that? Kays? I'm not used to that name. You fucking me up changing your name. Depends on how you ask it. Impatient girl, you will have to impatiently wait until the end of the live stream to get your reading done if you would like to do that. I'm doing the dice readings at the end. If you want to understand how the dice readings works, please read the video description. I explain it there. This is probably going to be the sum on. There we go. All right. Yeah, I was like, oh, you fucked me up with that name. You're gonna be first though, Ricky. All right, let's do the pick a card. I'm like recording it, and then I'm gonna. So I'm recording this, and then I'm gonna like screen record it and stuff later with timestamps and all that stuff. And also, it gives you early access if you're here for the pick a card. The title of this video is going to be for the pick a card. The title is going to be their current thoughts about you. So. All right, let's get started. Hello, soul family. My name is Geeta, and welcome to your pick a card reading. The title of this video is going to be, what are their current thoughts towards you? What are their current thoughts towards you? This is going to be option number 1 with the Mukai, option number 2 with the Labradorite, and option number 3 with the clear quartz crystal. They're all hearts. If you can take a minute and pause the video and pick out which one is yours. But I'm going to go ahead and get started and find out what their current thoughts are about you. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to know how to get a reading, it's in the video description. I don't really like to push readings, but apparently people don't. There's literally, and it probably isn't you, but there are literally people who like that. That's why when people do the subscribe, hey, subscribe, you know, people I think are usually just not sitting there thinking about, I should subscribe. I think that is why that reminding people to subscribe is like a thing and why it actually works. But I hate saying it over and over again though, for real. All right. It depends on what you ask. Like if it's a yes or no question, it won't work for a mini reading. Mini readings are 3 cards and yes or no is 5. So if you want to ask like what's coming towards your job or something, and then that's fine. If you want to ask if something's going to happen with your job, if it's yes or no, then you have to get a regular reading or a yes or no question. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's pick a card after I was talking to Ricky. All right. All right, so here we are with option number 1 with the Mukai, and this is going to be a reading. Let's go ahead and find out what your person's current thoughts are about you. So, let's go ahead and get the dice going first. You almost lost them. And we'll go from there. This is for extra confirmation that you're in the right place. All right, so please tell me, because we're doing what is their current thoughts about you, please tell me what are the zodiac signs and letters and all that stuff most associated with option number 1. All right, so we have the hiccups. We also have S, X, H, O, A, H, B, F, and it could be Q or B. And then we have like a ... I don't know what to do with that. If you have a purpose for that, then take it. I don't know. It has other letters, so that's why I leave it in there. All right, and so the numbers that we have is, what is that? 6. Now the numbers could be like synchronicities you're getting about them. It could be like months when you met, or months when something happened, or birthdays or something like that, or different houses if you're into astrology. I don't know the different houses meanings and all that stuff like that. I barely know astrology. I definitely know energy. That's usually what I do know. But we have 6, 7, 3. I think there's one more. That is number 1. There's like a glare on it. All right, so 6, 7, 1, and 3. Then we have Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius again, and Libra. So extra emphasis on Aquarius and also Pisces. All right, so there are your dice. Hopefully you can see them fine. But let's go ahead, and we're also going to be going over the cards. The cards will have signs too, and stuff like that. But hopefully that helps some people gain some kind of clarity about it. When it doesn't have a lot of emphasis on like one sign or something like that, or 2, I feel like it's probably going to be a mixed bag. All right, so let me do these cards first. All right. First, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Wands reverse. So this is meant to be kind of a quick reading for a lot of you, so you know what I'm doing. And then we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Then we have a missed opportunity. We have confusion, and then we have guilty. And then we also have completely changed, 180. We have shitting where you eat. We have unrequited love and belligerent. All right. All right, so what is your person's current thoughts about you? Well, they're definitely confused. And some of you, they could be trying to avoid you. There's definitely some kind of conflict that's going on. Now, I am picking up somebody who you maybe work with this person or something like that. And like, they are just, it's not that they don't, like they're not attracted to you or something. They're just trying to not get involved with somebody at work. In my gut, it tells me that, you know, they actually, something happened. Okay. Somebody completely changed. Like 1 minute, this person could have been flirting with you and all that shit. And then like, oh, I probably shouldn't fucking do this. Actually, this is, you know, and then, so it's like they were into you and then they stopped just randomly. That, or you did that. One or the other. Either you did that or they did that. Okay. That's what it's trying to say. And this is general reading, so it could go either way. But they definitely feel like they should have acted. For most of you, it's probably you who were like kind of into them, and then maybe you thought they didn't like you or something, and then you quit or something. I don't know. Or maybe they rejected you a little bit, or they seemed like they rejected you a little bit, and and then it kind of, there's confusion there. They are confused about what's going on with you. There's also an energy of this, of someone doing something, so they feel guilty, right? There's definitely an energy of them wanting to give up in the situation. And they definitely feel like they missed out. And this person, there's like a tired energy here. I'm picking up a lot of different scenarios. I'm picking up that a lot of you, maybe, you know, it started off, everything was good, and then something went bad. And like something that became more negative. And there, 1 minute everything was great, and next minute it's not anymore, and there's confusion surrounding this. At one point, that seems like there's an opportunity. It could have been that, you know, one person is like, "Oh, I'm really into you," kind of energy going on, and then all of a sudden, you know, because they didn't take action, you felt rejected, or they felt rejected. So I feel like this person is really confused. I think for the most part, a lot of them don't completely understand like what the problem is and what happened. Unrequited love. Belligerent. And there's like a strong energy of like rejection, and then maybe even, I'm even getting the energy of a misunderstanding potentially for some of you. All right, so let's go ahead and get some messages from them and see what they want to say. Maybe I'll add more clarity to the situation. Please tell me, what does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? Please tell me, what does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number one's person want to say to them? All right, so first we have, I'm playing games. So somebody's playing games, right? I mean, that's here. There's confusion surrounded it. I act happy, but I'm not. The problem I'm having is there's pretty equal amount of people who are like, it could be you or the other person. You will hear from me soon. What is option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? Then we have, I am intimidated by you. I've never loved anyone this deeply before. And I don't want to hurt you. What is option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? This is a ticket card I'm recording. What does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? That's what somebody asked in chat. What does option number one's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? All right, then we have I love you. See? I know somebody loves somebody in this scenario. I can feel it, but I'm picking up a lot of like negative emotions too. We have kiss me. And I look you up online. I want to see at the bottom of the deck energy. We have I can't stop thinking about you. So they think about you relentlessly. And so I feel like there is confusion here. There's a lot of confusion. There's confusion about what's going on, what happened. For a lot of you, like you kind of think you know, or maybe the other person doesn't know. There's definitely like a misalignment and thoughts and actions going on here. Either way, that does conclude your reading. If you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to pile number 2. So for anybody who's listening in this live stream currently, I am recording a picket card. This is option number 1 I just did. I kind of do it while I'm waiting for more people to arrive. Sometimes it can take a minute for YouTube's algorithm to inform people that I'm here. And the free dice readings will be most likely at the end of the live stream. It's like either at the end or when I don't have that much going on. But usually it will be at the end. Usually I don't have a lot going. I don't not have a lot going on. It's just, it's possible. YouTube's algorithm's been really spotty with me lately. I forgot to share this really quick. Hang on. Option number 2. Oh, I didn't send myself this thumbnail. Let's do it later. All right. All right, and so here we are with option number 2 with the labradorite, which I love this one. And this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and find out what your person's current thoughts are towards you. But first, we're going to roll the dice and see what letters and zodiacs are most associated with option number 2. Please tell me what letters and zodiacs numbers are most associated with option number 2. I'm going to leave it like that. There we go. T. All right, so we have E, M, N, U. There's a question mark and 3 dots, so okay. We have L, T, H, E, T again, and C. Then we have the numbers 9, 1, 12, and 8. Those could be numbers associated with like synchronicities or like birthdays or when something happened, when stuff happened and things like that. Then for zodiac signs, we have Virgo. This is interesting. All right, so we have 2 Pisces and 2 Leo. So extra emphasis on Pisces and Leo. We have Capricorn, Aries. Yeah, that's in Aquarius. I say Aquarius, Aquarius. All right, so there are the dice. Let's go ahead and see. Also, I'll be calling any signs that come out that show up in the cards as well. There will be also messages from your person at the end. All right, so let's get the tarot down. All right, so first we have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. We have the Fool reverse. That's Aquarius energy. And then we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups in the reverse, and the 10 of Swords reverse. Jeez, what the heck you guys get into? Then we have Reflection. We have Disagreements. And Dishonesty. Oh, geez. Where are these cards? Where's this reading going? We have Doormat energy. We also have Opportunities Await. We have Trip Down Memory Lane. And we also have Playing Hooky. So what is their current thoughts about you? There's definitely some kind of, okay, so say if this is not romantic, it's disagreements, trouble with friendships, peer pressure, third-party interference. Even if it's romantic, it could be there's a third party involved, okay, and there's some kind of disagreement about having some kind of new beginning or taking a leap of faith. There also could be a lack of trust going on as well because of dishonesty, and they're thinking about that. Some of you, there's been some kind of offer made or some kind of like an invitation or offer made, and there's confusion surrounding that because they don't trust the situation. There's a lack of trust being heavily emphasized in this reading. They're trying to recover by lying. I ripped us apart. So some of you, they could have been the one who's lying. But there's a lot of 3s. There's like literally like 3 cards talking about, with 3s. So that's a heavy emphasis on third-party involvement. Some of you could work with this person, perhaps with this 3 of Pentacles and stuff. But there's like, there's an energy of like being tired of waiting for there to be like the beginning stages of a solid foundation in this connection or this situation. But being away from you has given this time to gain some kind of clarity in the situation. Because maybe if they were the ones who are causing the issues, like that you could be the one who doesn't trust them. And maybe they're thinking about that and how it's affecting. With the doormat energy, somebody could be doing some serious people pleasing. And this could be somebody you've known for a while. That, or there's a repeated karmic lesson going on here with Trip Down Memory Lane. Some of you, I'm getting some platonic energy in this reading too, so it's not all romantic. I'm picking up an energy of people asking about, friends or something. I'm also picking up somebody has some kind of new opportunity that they didn't talk about or they didn't tell the truth about. They didn't want to, I don't know, hurt someone's feelings. They're trying to protect feelings or something like that, or trying to avoid conflict. They do wish that you understand how they feel or their side in the situation, but I'm hearing it still doesn't make it right. I think that I feel like that they're thinking that they're like reflecting on how this has caused issues, and I feel like there is a certain level of wanting to take some kind of accountability going on here. All right, so this is meant to just be your like quick reading, but they're definitely thinking if there's been disagreements, they're reflecting on the situation and maybe how they should not have lied. But they could also be having trust issues with like someone else as well that's involved in the situation. Please tell me, what does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? If anybody would like to have a reading, information is in the video description. The free dice readings are at the end of the live stream. Please tell me, what does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? All right, we have everything reminds me of you. Yeah, that's the past. That it could be also this trip down memory lane energy. I regret what I said to you. And I fantasize about having a family together. What does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? We have, you're the only person that I want. I feel guilty. I act happy, but I'm not. What does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 2's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 2's person want to say to them? Then we have, you're always on my mind. I am making plans for us. And I think you're angry with me. So I get that makes it pretty clear that for most of you, this person was the one who was being shitty to you. Bottom of the deck does say, I don't want you with anyone else. And that is affecting energy. So hopefully this reading gave you some kind of like clarity. It was informative and helpful. If you appreciate the reading, please hit the like button. I really am trying to just like, there's a lot of work I do here. And when you guys at least like the video, at the very least, it really helps me out a lot. So I really appreciate it when you do. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. I'm going to now move on to option number 3. This is pick a card. That was option number 2. That's why I keep saying option number 2 and stuff. Here's a pick a card. Trying to do a quick pick a card here before the live stream. Like before I do the live paid readings. Because sometimes it takes a few minutes for people to get in here for YouTube to tell people I'm here. So if you want to get a paid readings are, the list is open for paid readings. If you want a free reading, you have to wait until I'm done. Well, like you have to wait until I'm not doing paid readings at the end of the live stream. Paid readings always get priority over free readings. And the free readings are dice readings, which are tarot dice and yes or no questions. If you would like to know what are good questions to ask for the free reading, you can see that in the video description. All right, so here we are with option number 2 with the clear quartz heart, and this is going to be a reading. Let's go ahead and find out what your person's current thoughts are about you. All right, please tell me what letters and numbers and zodiac signs are most associated with option number 3. All right, so we do the ... and the question mark is like really, that's all it wants to do today. We have I, Y, H, D, Q, T. There's a lot of D's, by the way. O and S. Then we have a lot of Libra. 3 Libra. We also have Gemini, Aries. What is this one? Number 1? Yeah. Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. And then for numbers, we have 12, 5, 1, and 6. And the numbers can be associated with like months you're born, synchronicities that you keep seeing. Could have to do with, astrology or whatever. But let's go ahead and get the cards out and see if they want to say. What are their current thoughts about you? I have more signs coming out with that. Oof, everybody is very dramatic today. We have the 5 of Wands. We have Judgment in the reverse. That is Scorpio energy, and the 3 of Swords. And then under that, we have the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Cups. Then we have responsibilities. We have time. And we also have reveal. Then we have easily bothered. Intense shadow work. We have caught out there. And then we all have karma is the bench. What the fuck happened? What is this? Give me a drink. Wow. Why is everybody so dishonest in this pick a card? Oh God. Anyways, so this person's heartbroken. They want to tell you the truth about something. Some of you, they feel like that you're upset over some kind of truth they already told you. Some of you, I'm feeling like some of you, they already told you some truth and it's caused heartbreak. Some of you, they feel heartbroken and they want to tell you the truth. So there's a little bit of both. This person is thinking they're very conflicted about waiting and taking action in this connection. There's like waiting, and then they have like these responsibilities. They have to take care of their financial and emotional needs. So it's like there's conflict about it. I don't know if like you guys are, some of you could be literally arguing about it, or it could be more of an internal conflict. But they are what appears to be, I feel like either they're thinking this about you or them, but somebody's easily bothered and someone's doing a lot of shadow work. I feel like for most of you, it's them. Okay, there's a couple of you, it's you, but I feel like for most of you, it's them that's easily bothered and they're going through like intense shadow work. It could be just because of the energies of what they're going through. But there's definitely like, with caught out there and karma's a bitch. I feel like somebody got caught doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. That, or they're thinking they would. If like say for example, it's a situation where if they did get involved with you, it would be, there could be karma for it, and they could be thinking like that. Or they're thinking about when they've actually had that happen with you. They feel like the situation is not successful, or it won't be successful, because they feel like it's taken too long. Something's taken too long. But they're definitely conflicted about taking some kind of action in this connection currently. They're feeling very drawn to telling you the truth. Okay. Some of you, that the truth is that they're afraid of getting caught and karma. So, but they're really upset. There's a little bit of a, I'm picking up, it's not going to be for everybody because there's not a lot of cards here that support it. But like, for example, there could be like a third party situation where they're with somebody else. They really want to be with you, but they probably feel like it's probably not a good idea to do that. And that there could be consequences to doing that. So they don't want to do it. But then part of them, you know, they feel very drawn to like telling you, you know, how heartbroken they are about the situation. So that's really interesting. Let's see what they want to say to you. Please tell me, what does option number 3's person want to say to them? By the way, this is just meant to be a quick reading. I think some people like quick readings. Not super short, but enough to where you're straight and to the point and you're not sitting around doing a bunch of frilly things. Some people like that. Some people like them to be really long. I can do really long. I have a really long ones, but at the beginning of live streams, I try not to make them too long. Please tell me, what does option number 3's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? Please tell me, what does option number 3's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 3's person want to say to them? See, my heart is so broken. Definitely goes with that 3 of Swords right there. Then we have, please don't block me. I'm trying to forget you. Maybe that's something that they did or they think that you're doing. What does option number 3's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 3's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? When I go out, I imagine having a chance encounter with you. So seeing you out and about. I would hurt others for you, though. That's interesting. And I keep reading our old conversations. If there's not literally like written conversations, then they could be going over things that were said. What does option number 3's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? What does option number 3's person want to say to them? What do they want them to know? All right, so we have everything reminds me of you. There is someone else. So some of you, there's some kind of third party situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's just somebody interfering in the connection in some way, shape, or form. Some of you it is. I'm afraid you will betray me. So that's another issue. So like, say if they are in a third party situation, like I said, there's only so much. There's not there's a few 3s or whatever. But like if they're involved with someone else, maybe they rejected you or something like that. For some reason, like they try to push you away. They try to forget about you. And this actually broke their heart. It actually hurt them more than, and like they want to say more than it hurt you, but most likely I'm not going to say that because I don't feel like that's the right thing to say. I don't like it when people like assume what other people feel. But it definitely does. It did hurt them quite a lot. Let's just say that. And this person, I feel like that something is shifting or changing in their energy where they actually would do something because they want to tell you like how they feel. They're just afraid of karma. I'm afraid you'll betray me. There is someone else. So some of you could have someone else or they could. But for a lot of you, I feel like they have someone else or some reason why they would get into trouble if they got involved with you. And that's what I'm getting out of this reading. Hopefully this reading was informative and helpful. If you'd like to have a reading, information is in the video description on how to order one. And please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day ahead. I'm going to go ahead now and start the live stream for the live paid readings. If you would like to have a paid readings, take priority over free readings. The free readings are going to be more at the end of the live stream. There's not a list. It explains it in the video description. There's not a list. And when I say, okay, it's time to do the free readings, that's when it'll be time, okay? And you got to be here. Otherwise, you have to wait. You could, like, kind of just keep checking back. Usually these live streams last, like, at least 2 to 3 hours. I will be done by, like, probably, like, 9:30-ish or something. So. Oh, thank you. Adaria. Hopefully you're doing well. Didn't you have a different name before, too? You guys, when you guys change names, sometimes you guys mess me up. Ricky messing me up, too. But the free readings are at the end. Paid readings get priority over the free readings. And if you would like to have a reading, information is in the video description below. Write down, update the list. Who we got? I know we have Ricky. I hear notifications, but they're not always. We have Nava. Go ahead and post your question, Ricky. Ricky has a mini reading. Then after Ricky, we have Nava. With a yes or no question. Michelle, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below, honey. Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh no. So his name, how do you say that name? Sai? Is that how you say it? Is that the full spelling, honey? All right. I have to make sure I word this properly. Please tell me what's going to happen in this situation between Sai and Ricky. What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky? This one might be confusing, Ricky, to ask it in this way because it's going to be confusing because I won't be able, like if it says there's going to be an ending of a job, I might not be able to tell who it is because the reading's so small. Michelle, if you'd like to have a reading, please read the video description. All right, please tell me. Please tell me what's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky. What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky. What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky? What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky? Helps that you at least know their sign that increases the chances. What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky? Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Nine of Cups. Clarifying the Two of Swords in the reverse. What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky? Clarifying the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Clarifying the Ten of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. Then on the bottom we have Judgment in the reverse. Hermit. Three of Pentacles. The affecting reading is saying quite a lot. It's just talking about you. It's talking about you trying to avoid something, like, I don't know, confrontation or something. It's like you're trying to avoid the person or something that you're trying to avoid in association, which is understandable. And trying to find out information regarding if you should, like, walk away or something. Trying to make a decision about maybe fighting. Feels like you don't really want to fight. You're trying to gain the strength to do it. It's like I don't even, you know, it would be better if people just wouldn't do this kind of shit and just shut the fuck up. Like, who sits around, what are we in the high school? Who sits around bullying people, like, for real? Get someone on you, what does that mean? Alright, please tell me what's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky. What's going to happen in the situation between Sai and Ricky? I've had the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have key. Clarifying the key. We have lady. Clarifying key with lady. Flames of the Hearth. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles. We have lion. Clarifying the lion. We have the Order and the Sun. Clarifying the Eight of Wands. Clarifying the Mouse. And then bottom of the deck is Mountain, Ring, Clouds. I'm picking up an energy of it not going well for him. Okay. I want to ask. Yeah, I was picking that up, the witness thing. it feels like it's going. I should have said something. You know that when you pick up shit and you just like, I should have said that. I was like thinking about saying it. All right, please tell me, will the situation between Sai and Ricky work out in Ricky's favor at work? Yes or no? Will the situation between Sai and Ricky work out in Ricky's favor? Yes or no? Didn't answer. Will the situation between Sai and Ricky work out in Ricky's favor? Yes or no? Will the situation between Sai and Ricky be decided in Ricky's favor? Yes or no? It says no. Maybe it's the wording. What sucks about this reading right now is that it's not really, it's not telling me who anybody is. I have, like, not really any Pisces cards or Taurus cards here. So it's not telling me very clearly who anybody is because it's a small reading. It's trying to probably explain too many things. Not enough cards. So there's like, it's reading like it's going to turn out in your favor, but it's saying sudden shock from bad news, but the order is about honor and respect coming for labor, unless that's them. Clarify the 9 of Cups. Who's being like this? The Page of Wands. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Justice. Clarify the 3 of Cups. I'm seeing there being like a decision about maybe making some kind of apology. Okay, so I feel like it's not saying like anybody's gonna lose their job. Yeah. Clarify the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Secret. Priestess. But why the 7 of Cups? So it's saying that for you, I mean, you have the Flames on the Hearth card with you and the key. Like it's negative. The key is negative if it's surrounded by unlucky cards, but it's not really. Most of the cards are good. It's saying there's gonna be difficulty. Okay. I think you're not gonna be super happy with the outcome. Like I don't think anybody's getting fired or anything like that. I think it's more like, don't do that and don't do that and stay away from each other type of thing. I feel like they're just gonna give him a slap on the wrist for the most part. Yeah, it's talking about an apology and there's some kind of decision trying to be made about apologizing, but like I'm not seeing them like firing him or you or anything like that. It's more like trying to keep you guys apart or something. It's not really, you know, doing a whole lot. They're kind of King of Pentacles in the reverse. Who is this? So again, it's like talking about apologies and stuff. Conflict. What is the outcome of the situation for Ricky? What will be the outcome for Ricky in this situation? What will be the outcome for Ricky in this situation? It's just talking about like just you guys talking it out, and I'm seeing it kind of being over quickly and coffin. Clarify coffin. He might, actually, that's reading like he might lose his job. Coffin with a man. Sudden shock from bad news. It is saying honor and respect would come to you. But it's saying it would not, why would it not go in your favor? Why would it not be in Ricky's favor? Love. It's like a crossroads. There's like crossroads. So, like, there is an energy of, it's weird. It's like showing up as somebody being affectionate and somebody leaving. So it is saying that somebody could leave. But I don't, it's like it's reading like it's him. Because it's this coffin with the man. That would be him. Because he's a dude. Maybe the guy will just leave. Maybe he won't get fired. Maybe he'll quit. And then people will be mad at you or something for it or something. Thank you, Nora. Yeah, if you would like to have a reading, you see how to do that in the video description below. The list is for paid readings. There's no free list. It explains that in the video description. So I think that's what's going to happen. I'm seeing there could be continued conflict, and eventually he could end up just leaving, or so either you or him, most likely him, is just going to leave. And then, but there's going to be like kind of bullshit going on with the people around. I think that you won't, I think it'll be okay, but I think for you, I think it'll be okay for you, but like, it's not going to be like, oh yeah, I won. You're not going to feel like you won anything, I don't think, in this situation. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. The free readings are for at the end of the live stream, when I'm done doing all the paid readings, okay? Nava, go ahead and post your question. You have a yes or no question. When you post your question, please post it with your first name, their first name book, your sun signs if you're asking about another person. It's pinned at the top, isn't it? Yeah. The list is pinned at the top of the chat. You just have to click it. You have to click at it. It's just Nava that I know of. So I'm like earlier than I normally am. Okay, okay. I don't know. Where is Nevaeh? Oh, okay. So how do I know you're Nevaeh? Okay. So are you trying to take someone else's reading? I just used her name for what? Um, oh, okay. Okay, I see. All right. Oh, okay. All right, I understand now. Does Vincenzo, am I saying that right? Vincenzo think about you romantically? Elia, think about Elia in a romantic way. Let's see. This should be fun. And Ricky, you're going to be after this one. Okay, I just haven't typed it on the list yet. Alright, please tell me. It's okay. Easily remedied. Vincenzo. Please tell me, does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Yes or no? Does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Yes or no? Does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Yes or no? Does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Yes or no? Does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Yes or no? Does Vincenzo have romantic thoughts about Elia? Yes or no? The answer is no. Let me, he's a Sagittarius and you're a Capricorn. All right. Give me a second. I feel like this person is very guarded when it comes to you. I don't know. It's like reading like there's some difficult words that maybe have been said. It's like an energy of letting go. Decided to let it go. There's a lack of trust in the situation. He's refusing to compromise. Like, I don't know. It's like he doesn't have romantic thoughts because he doesn't want to compromise. The moon in the reverse. By the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's like, it's like the 9 of Wands. I'm gonna use this switch reversed. This person is like upset. They're having some kind of difficult mental transition. There's like a cutting off energy. So maybe a secret that was revealed. Clarifying the 7 of Cups in the reverse. it's reading like there's some kind of conflict. So I don't know the whole story, but I don't know. There could be a situation where they feel like they shouldn't be into you or something for whatever reason. That's a huge block. Yeah. So he doesn't have romantic thoughts about you. Looks like he's just trying to like not go there, from what I can tell. I can't tell anymore without a more in-depth reading. I don't know. The pick a card probably resonated with you. Because the pick a card, there was a lot of that stuff going on in the pick a card I just did, and I don't usually have that show up too much in the pick a cards. So there's probably a message there for you in the pick a card I did at the beginning of the live stream. You're welcome. All right, Ricky, go ahead and post your question. The free readings are for the end of live stream. Paid readings get a priority over free readings. Right now I'm doing paid readings. If you want to wait until I'm done doing paid readings, you're welcome to do that. All right. I'm glad you put, Nevaeh, I'm glad you put that stuff in the description at least, because it let me know that it was you and not somebody. Some people try to steal other people's readings, so. All right. How does Michael feel about Ricky? Please tell me, how does Michael feel about Ricky? How does Michael feel about Ricky? It's going to be a dice reading. If you want to see what kind of readings are okay for dice readings, you can find out in the video description. If you're asking for just a general guidance or something, I won't be able to answer that question with a dice reading. All you have to do is give me a last name or something, and I could have done it, but you put the thing in, so I'm glad you did that. All right, please tell me, how does Michael feel about Ricky? How does Michael feel about Ricky? How does Michael feel about Ricky? Tell me, how does Michael feel about Ricky? How does Michael feel about Ricky? I don't know why I'm not turning over. How does Michael feel about Ricky? Are they that shocking that I'll get distracted? Oh, I guess so. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, why am I drawn to, like, not flipping them over? How does Michael feel about Ricky? Clarifying the Tower. King of Wands and the reverse. Clarifying the Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Lovers. How does Michael feel about Ricky? Clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. We have Temperance reversed. Clarifying the Six of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Affecting energy is the Emperor reversed. That's probably his energy. The World in the reverse. Knight of Wands reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. He wants to tell you something. He wants to reveal something, or wants to tell you something. It's weighing heavily on him. He's trying to make a decision about giving you something. Giving Six of Pentacles can be like giving you a gift, or trying to have a balance give and take, or something like that. I don't know. It could be birthday related, since you're Pisces. I don't know. And somehow it's supposed to work out in his favor. Come out of the cold and recover from some kind of defeated energy. That's interesting. Please tell me, what are Michael's current feelings towards Ricky? Michael's current feelings towards Ricky. What are Michael's current feelings towards Ricky? Clarifying the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have try me and teasing. Came out together. Clarifying Temperance and the reverse. Clarifying Temperance and the reverse. The Siren. Clarifying the Two of Pentacles and the reverse. We have taking out the trash. There's like, not that I think that he wants to break up with you. It's like he's overwhelmed because how long has he been getting broken up with his wife? Friendship. Why? On guard. Cheers. There's like an energy of him maybe knowing that you date different people or whatever. Please tell me, how does Michael feel about Ricky? So is his ex in Jamaica too? Maybe they can get together with yours. Please tell me, what are Michael's current feelings towards Ricky? Clarifying try me with teasing. Ooh. Clarifying the Siren. Clarifying the Siren. Ooh. I like you, and sunglasses came out together. Clarifying taking out the trash. Clarifying taking out the trash. Clarifying taking out the trash. Lightning. Trying to find. All right, so he seems to still be upset. about whatever he's got going on with his ex or whatever. I do feel like that he is attracted to you and he does want to date you, but he's afraid of you. One, he doesn't think he's like attractive enough for you to want to be with him. Like, he doesn't think you'd want him. And also, he thinks that you could be a bit of a player. And he's just not someone that you would want. But he does think about, you know, taking action. But he's a little bit scared of you. Like, he's scared of you in a romantic way. He's afraid that, you know, he could totally fall in love with you and you could destroy him. And he does get jealous when you talk about other people. Because I do feel like that he is attracted to you and he does want you, but did he tell you that? Saying he could end up doing that, by the way, with this underlying energy. It's saying right here that he's wanting to gain, like, give you some kind of clarity on it, but the Page of Cups is in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles are reversed, so that could imply that no progress has been made in doing that. Yeah. I think he's into you, but I think that he thinks that you're just not, you wouldn't be into him. But he's just afraid that he could fall in love with you and you could really hurt his feelings if you broke up with him or whatever. I do feel like that he thinks like, he thinks that you're very kind though. He has nice feelings and thoughts towards you, but he's feeling really overwhelmed over some kind of breakup or ending. But taking out the trash, that's a breakup card. So is Try Me. But I do feel like he has a crush. He likes flirting with you. But again, it's like he wants to like give you an offer or something. I think he's planning on doing it. He might actually end up doing it, but it might take him a minute because he is still overwhelmed from his breakup. But he does think if you were having a lot of options and everything like that, and that, I don't know, that he's just not your type or something. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's still upset though about whatever he's got going on with his wife, but he might eventually tell you though. And the affecting energy, he's like lacking clarity of what's going to happen with that too, with the breakup. So he's got unfinished business, so he's not wanting to take any action. You know what I mean? But he does have, he is attracted to you though. But he thinks of you as, I don't know, like he thinks of you as a little bit dangerous. Like you're not safe. Just because he feels like you could just eat him up. Like you could, I don't know, he feels like, oh man. But I think that he's thinking about doing it. He's thinking about asking. But I think it depends upon what he feel like is going to happen with his wife first. Yeah, but you definitely have this feeling like to him. He sees you in that way. I'm not on the wrong side of anything. What are you talking about, Silent Hawk? Yes, praise Jesus. We love Jesus in here. We are Christians in here, so it's nice to see a fellow Christian. God bless you, Silent Hawk. We're not on the wrong side of anything, so you don't have to worry. What are you talking about? We do reject the occult. We're not witches. What are you talking about? We're not doing anything. Yeah. I totally do all of this. I help people out of love. Yeah, we're light workers, honey. Just because you don't like the way that we connect and talk to God doesn't mean that you're right and we're wrong. We're talking to God. We're talking to angels. That's what we do here. Just because you don't believe me doesn't mean you're right and we're wrong. Maybe if you could talk to God, you wouldn't go around in chat rooms acting like this, accusing people and judging them for nothing. No, he didn't call me that. Why? How am I? I'm not stealing anything from anyone. Stop lying. You're a liar. Stop coming in here and judging people and lying about people. I don't appreciate it. It's against the rules. Nobody's stealing anything in here. You want to do a free yes or no? Ricky? Exactly. Nora, you're correct. If you would like to have a card reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. If you want, you can do a free dice reading, Ricky. Paid readings get priority over free readings. Oh, I hope you see, and don't forget to come get your free quick reading for your birthday. You can do it the day before, the day after, or the day of your birthday. All right, let's see. All right, please tell me, will my cold contact Ricky? Yes or no? Will my cold contact Ricky? Yes or no? Will my cold contact Ricky? Yes or no? The answer is no. So he apparently has no plans to contact you anytime soon. It's been a minute, Ricky, for real. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing dice readings until I get another payment for a reading. Okay, so if you guys want to go ahead and post your questions, you can do that for the free dice readings. Hey, Lexi. So I'm doing free dice readings and paid readings as well. So if you want a more in-depth reading, it's available. If you want to ask a free dice question, go ahead and do that. Make sure you post your first name, their first name, both your sun signs for your question. could be like some kind of like a demonic attack or something, William. You can always check and see if you're like cursed, or try to find out if you have a demonic attachment, or if you want to ask those types of questions, you could do that. Just make sure you post your first name and your sun sign with your question. I don't answer if someone's cursed or not with dice, but I do that with cards. But you can still ask if you have a demonic attachment or something like that. I'm not 100% better yet, Lexi, but I'm working on it. Oh, I missed talking to you, Lexi. Hopefully you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a minute. Yeah, we should talk sometimes. Sometimes, like, I can't talk to you on Instagram because you're always, like, disabling and re-enabling your chat, so your Instagram. A lot of people do that, though. Did Zaid, will you tell his mom that he will only marry Aisha? All right, please tell me, did Zaid tell his mom, which we don't know her name, hopefully they'll accept this question. Do you have his mom's name and sign? He will only marry Aisha. Did Zaid tell anyone that he would only marry Aisha? Has Zaid said that he would only marry Aisha? Yes or no? Has Zaid said that he would only marry Aisha? Yes or no? Has Zaid said that he would only marry Aisha? Yes or no? The answer is no, so he hasn't said to anybody that. When will you marry? I don't know. And I don't tell when. I don't like doing when, because when time is fluid in everything. Because there's different timelines. Depends on what timeline you're on. You can always change it and things like that. I don't know. I don't do general readings on people. Does it make sense? Are you trying to ask if you should walk away from the connection? And what is your name? I don't know your name. I don't know what your name is either. So make sure you post your first name and your sun sign with your question. I can't check because I don't know. I don't do time because I think it's bullshit. I think no one can accurately predict time when it comes to anything. You can say things could happen, but there's events that could happen that could slow it down or speed it up. So, what did Zaid like about Aisha? Well, I'm not going to answer that question because that's not an available question for dice reading. But if you'd like to order a reading, you can find out that by ordering a reading. I don't know who you are or your sun sign, so I'm not going to be doing your reading. You have to follow instructions or you can't get a free reading. Okay? Can I know what my spiritual guides have been asked about so far? I don't know. I don't think anybody's asked anything of your spirit guides. With who, Carly? Release your relationship with who? Make sure you post your first name, their first name, both your sun signs with your questions if you would like to have your reading. Please see the posted message I have in the chat. If you read it, it will tell you how to post a question properly. All right, William. Nice to see another Virgo. All right. So if you guys would like to have a reading, please post your first name, their first name, both your sun signs, all in the same post of the question. Try to keep the questions like, what are they thinking, feeling, where's the connection headed, their energy, like towards you, what are their current energy towards you, their next actions, things like that. Please tell me, has Zaid moved on from the connection with Aisha? Yes or no? Has Zaid moved on from the connection with Aisha? Yes or no? The answer is yes. You're welcome. How does Anish feel about Pratiksha? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. I apologize if I'm not. And always feel free to correct me if I'm not pronouncing names correctly. Okay. All right. Please tell me, how does Anish feel about Pratiksha? How does Anish feel about Pratiksha? How does Anish feel about Pratiksha? All right. 6, 7 of Pentacles. Well, he definitely thinks highly of you. He is sexually attracted towards you. Looks like there's need to get to know each other better or something like that. There's like some kind of maybe an injustice due to waiting too long in the situation. It's reading like someone did not take a leap of faith. I'm assuming it's him. Like he needed to take a leap of faith and he didn't, or he hasn't. I feel like he sees you as someone who's very driven. And also there could be some jealousy and someone walking away. So he either thinks that you're jealous and you're walking away, or he is. But there's also an inability to keep walking away. There's like a walking back energy here. Could have been some difficult words that were exchanged. But he does think highly of you. He's very attracted to you. Is there love? I don't have any love cards. Rafi, you haven't posted a proper question that I've seen, so I haven't answered it. This is how you post a question properly. If you would like to know the guidelines of what questions are best to be asked, they're in the video description, explains it. The best question to ask are yes or no questions. If you're asking about a person, you can't call them their mom or anything. I need people's real first names and sun signs. You can ask like what someone's thinking, feeling, where's the connection headed, their next actions or intentions. You're welcome. Hey, Wolfie's back. All right. And Anishika and Garbett. Please tell me, should Anishika walk away from the connection with Garbett? Yes or no? Should Anishika walk away from the connection with Garbett? Yes or no? The answer is not an answer. It didn't answer. It gave me 2 yeses, 2 nos, and 2 maybes. Let's try again. Should Anishika walk away from the connection with Garbett? Should Anishika walk away from the connection with Garbett? Yes or no? The answer is no. How does Bebo feel about Pamela? How does Bebo feel about Pamela? How does Bebo feel about Pamela? Well, he loves her. He loves Pamela. And potentially feels like you miss out on an opportunity for happiness. This person is having a difficult mental transition. They're feeling very overwhelmed. Looks like there's some kind of imbalance between give and take. This connection, this person, the feelings weigh very heavily on this person. And they want to talk to you, but they're nervous about it. They want to talk to you about these feelings. Looks like that this person wants to come into union with you and is looking, and they feel like maybe you're meant to come into union with this person. With the devil, the way that it's positioned, I would say like they want to do something to potentially remove limitations and restrictions, but this person has to kind of get over their fears first. So I'll only be answering questions where all the information is correct and it's a proper question. All right, I want to do what are Zaid's current energy towards Aisha. Please tell me what are Zaid's current feelings towards Aisha. What are Zaid's current feelings towards Aisha? So it's reading like you guys are broken up. Two of Cups reversed, and he is working on telling you or talking to you or telling you the truth about not being with you, not marrying you. He's kind of reevaluating things, wanting to walk away from the connection. I'm seeing him being kind of withdrawn, though. He is afraid, though. He's afraid to do anything to give to this connection because he doesn't want to give you the wrong impression. So he may not be talking to you right now. There's a strong energy of walking away. He's kind of tired of the situation. He's tired of a lot of it, I think. All right. Yes or no, am I in the right way for my soul, Capricorn door? I don't know what that means, honey. That isn't, I don't understand. Oh, thanks, Galaxy. I'm sure Jesus Christ loves you too. Ooh, here we go. Oh. I don't know. You're Rochelle. Okay. He's a Virgo. What is your sign, Rochelle? You got to post your sign with your question, okay? Don't forget, you're important too. I see. It just says Rochelle. Instead of maybe putting those little party poppers at the end, put the symbol for your sign or something. Oh yes, I already have been granted the free gift of eternal life, and I already do have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Thank you. If you don't agree with me, you can get blocked. I'm not open to your judgments. Well, you have to post your entire question with your sign, okay? Because see all the chat, all the people talking? I already lost your questions gone. You need to post your question with your sign, and that's who I'm answering questions for. If you post your questions properly, I'll do your reading for that. Okay, again, that this person keeps Anu, Keisha, you keep Shika, you keep putting your name as me. I don't think your name is me, honey. You got to put your first name in your sun sign. You keep putting me. I'm not going to answer that question. Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Yes or no? Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Yes or no? The answer is meeting. Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Yes or no? Is Zaid in love? Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Yes or no? Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Is Zaid in love with Aisha? Yes or no? The answer is yes, actually. That's interesting. don't care what your cusps are, honey. I just want your signs. I don't need your birth chart. I'm not doing astrology. When? I don't do when. You can ask if you'll be married by a certain time, and that's it. That would be yes or no. But as far as like when, the answer when can change. Okay, so it's not a very reliable reading, and it's pretty much a waste of time. So I don't really like answering the questions. Waste of time because it's bullshit. Nobody can tell you when, because everybody's always changing their mind and changing timelines. See, the readings are based upon current energies. Okay, so if nothing changes, this will be what happens. But people change their minds all the time. So, and like what people think and feel, there's free will. So, you know, you can't control that. All right, let's answer William's question here. Please tell me, does William have a demonic attachment? Yes or no? Does William have a demonic attachment? Does William have a demonic attachment? Yes or no? I didn't answer. Does William have a demonic attachment? Yes or no? Does William have a demonic attachment? Please tell me, does William have a demonic attachment? Yes or no? The answer is no. But it may not be attached to you, but it could still be in your house. You can ask about that. I don't know who you are, honey. You have to post your first name, both your sun signs for your questions, okay? Read the chat. How does Jerome feel about Rochelle? So you can ask if there's a demon in your house or some shit. It's even better if you don't have an attachment, because if it's just in your house, you can cleanse the home or something. It could be attached like to the land or something too. I don't know who you are. You got to post your question with your first name, their first name, both your sun signs. I don't know your name or your sign, so I can't do your reading. Please tell me, how does Jerome feel about Rochelle? How does Jerome feel about Rochelle? Please tell me, how does Jerome feel about Rochelle? He's waiting, worried about commitment or getting divorced or something. Is he in a relationship with somebody else? He's trying to make some kind of choice in love. Yeah, taking a leap of faith is weighing heavily on him, and he does want to like contact you. He's not making any progress. He feels like he's gonna lose something. He's gonna lose something no matter what he does. There's a lack of the Chariot's in the reverse, so there's a lack of control. There's a lack of they're saying organization. So they're not that like it's kind of his energy is a little bit chaotic. He's really worried. He's really anxious about making a choice. Now with the moon, with like this could be talking about divorce. I don't know what kind of relationship you got going on. With the Two of Cups, it's sideways. So it's not really telling me if someone's in or not in, like if there's a breakup or anything, but there's something about a relationship that he's waiting on but not making any progress towards doing. Scratches at your door. Yeah, people can ask more than one question, but I will pick and choose. I will cherry pick which questions I want to answer. So, and you have to pose your question properly. Okay, let's see what Shelly said. She hasn't said anything. So hopefully that made sense. The dice questions are, if you would like a more in-depth reading, there's paid readings as well. Paid readings get a priority over free readings. in a different religions. No. How does it make sense to me? I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means. What is Gravit's current energy towards Anushika? Please tell me, what is Gravit's current energy towards Anushika? What is Gravit's current energy towards Anushika? Aquarius, Leo. So I'm seeing him being upset over and wanting to charge forward because it appears that you have walked away. Did he say something like that before? That's why he wanted to walk away. That or he's afraid of it. He's feeling heartbroken, trying to make a decision. 3, 6, 7, 8. He's not making any progress towards doing that. He's like fearful, anxious in this decision he's trying to make in the connection with you. And again, it's just taking a long time. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. He's feeling overwhelmed and he's feeling weighed down with emotions currently. And he basically is like a deer in headlights. He's supposed to be making some kind of decision when it comes to you, and he's not doing it, and he's confused. He seems like a hot mess. Please refrain from asking more than one question in one post. Well, William, if anything knocks at your door, and if it's obviously not a person, it's like not a good idea to open your door to things that are knocking at the door. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to get in. Please tell me, will Anesh and Pratiksha meet again? Yes or no? Will Anesh and Pratiksha meet again? Yes or no? And the answer is like no. Will Anesh meet with Pratiksha again? Will Anesh meet with Pratiksha again? Yes or no? Please tell me, will Anesh and Pratiksha meet again? Yes or no? Will Anesh and Pratiksha meet again? Yes or no? Will they meet again? The answer is yes. Yes, you will meet again. It just like comes in your house and starts fucking with you, William. I would suggest burning the sage, then Palo Santo after the sage, and ask. You could ask Archangel Michael to help you. You can do the Lord's Prayer. You can do what is the other one? Trying the Sanctus. You could do the Sanctus. Things like that. I suggest doing that. And I could help you further in the future potentially. Why are you telling me if you're a Libra rising? I don't care about rising signs. I only want sun signs. Does that help me? Oh, I'm good. Thanks for asking, Allie. I am doing live paid readings, and paid readings get priority over free readings. If you would like to understand what readings or how this all works, it's explained in the video description. Then if you want to marry a Christian, you should ask if you will marry a Christian. Andy, another romantic relationship outside of his relationship with Carly. Okay, let's see. Is Andy in a romantic relationship with someone other than Carly? Please tell me, is Andy in a romantic relationship with someone other than Carly? Yes or no? Is Andy in a romantic relationship with someone other than Carly? Yes or no? The answer is a big yes. There's like almost all of them are yes. It sounds like demonic oppression, William. Are you Virgo, right? You're a Virgo, right? Is William being demonically oppressed? Yes or no? Is William being demonically oppressed? Yes or no? The answer is no. You could have a curse, William. So I'm not going to check for you for a curse with dice. If you want to order a curse check, which is in the video description, you can do that. I can also remove curses. I don't do it by doing spells. I summon angels. I do an angelic ritual, and the angels remove it. So there's no negative repercussions for doing that. If you want to do that, it's up to you. I'm just letting you know your options. No, I'm not talking to you, Allie, unless your name is William and you're a Virgo. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. Okay, so I don't answer when, because I don't believe that when is an answer, a question that can be answered properly, because it's very, like, you can't predict when something will happen. You can ask what will happen, and because everything is in divine timing. I'm sure you've heard of divine timing, right? What is divine timing? A certain order of events need to occur before something happens. And depending upon if somebody fucks around that day, or they don't do anything, they don't take the actions that they want to, they get scared and they are afraid to do it, things can happen to slow it down or speed it up, dependent upon your energy, because you actually dictate the speed at which things happen. Because sometimes things won't happen to you until you've learned a lesson, or you've accomplished something, or you've overcome some kind of feeling, or something like that. Something has to occur before, because people aren't perfect in timing. Because you guys, that's what divine timing is your ass getting in alignment. In order for you to manifest anything, to get what you want, you have to be in alignment, in vibrational alignment to it. And so if you're not, then it just won't happen. It doesn't mean it'll never happen. The universe is expecting that eventually, someday, you will get into alignment. But I mean, in all actuality, if you don't do any work, and you don't work on yourself, and you don't learn the lessons, then you can never become in alignment, and it can never happen. So that's what divine timing actually is. When your ass gets into alignment with what you want, that's when you'll get it. Jessica, what I would suggest doing is asking if you will get one of your kids back and using their real first name and their sun sign in the question, okay? You can't say kids. That's not an appropriate question. Is Michael Aquarius? Okay, I don't know what that means. Is Michael... I don't need last names. Please stop doxing people. Come back to you. Will Michael and Cassia get back together? Please tell me, will Michael and Cassia, or Kasia, is that right? Maybe it's Kasia. Will Michael, please tell me, will Michael and Kasia get back together, yes or no? Will Michael and Kasia get back together, yes or no? That's not answering. Please tell me, will Michael and Kasia get back together, yes or no? Will Michael and Kasia get back together, yes or no? Again, it's not answering. Please tell me, will Michael and Kasia get back together, yes or no? Will Michael and Kasia get back together, yes or no? It's not answering. It doesn't know. It's like maybe. Will Michael and Kasia ever be in a romantic committed relationship again? Yes or no? Will Michael and Kasia be in a romantic committed relationship ever again? Yes or no? The answer is no. It changed the wording. A lot of times it's wording. Also, if you guys have already asked a lot of questions, I'm going to give priority to people who haven't asked so much questions. You know, if someone else hasn't asked a question before, I'm going to prioritize them over you. As I said, paid readings are a higher priority than free readings. And not all of the free readings can, and like, I'm not going to answer all questions with free readings. Will Jessica get Alyssa back? Yes or no? Please tell me, will Jessica get Alyssa back? Yes or no? Will Jessica get Alyssa back? Will Jessica get Alyssa back? Yes or no? The answer is yes. It's a pretty big yes, too. So that's good. It's always nice to hear. I'm not, of course, I think my mom is because my ex-boyfriend knows someone that does that, and she thinks that he cut some hair from her and brings it to her. Well, if there is a curse, William, I can remove it, even if they took hair. I meet a person will we get along together well. You're welcome, Jessica. Please tell me, will Amelia get the job? Please tell me, will Amelia get the job? Yes or no? Will Amelia get the job? Will Amelia get the job? Yes or no? Just didn't answer. Will Amelia get the job? Yes or no? Will Amelia get the job? Yes or no? The answer, unfortunately, is no. Please tell me, will Ayman and Ollie get married? Will Ayman and Ollie get married? Yes or no? Will Ayman and Ollie get married? Yes or no? It didn't answer. Please tell me, will Ayman and Ollie get married? Will Ayman and Ollie get married? Yes or no? The answer is yes and no. It's leaning towards like a maybe. 50-50. Right, please tell me, will Ayman and Ollie get married? Yes or no? Will Ayman and Ollie get married? Yes or no? It's not really answering. Will Ayman and Ollie get married? Yes or no? Will Ayman and Ollie get married? Will Ayman All right, so it's leaning more towards yes. But like I said, it's a little bit more of a maybe, but it's leaning more towards yes than no. Yes, I am still doing paid readings. The list is open. That's why I have it pinned at the top of the list. Alaya. Alright, Alaya and Vincenzo. Please tell me, will Vincenzo and Alaya get along well when they see each other again? Will Vincenzo and Alaya get along well when they see each other again? Yes or no? The answer is no. By the way, the questions you can ask are for the free dice readings or yes or no questions. You can ask what someone is thinking, feeling, where's the connection headed, their next actions or intentions. Or you think your mom is cursed. You can ask that question with a card reading, William. If you want to figure out, do you still live with your mom? Or does she live with you? I can't answer a question of is grab it going to sort things. That's too vague. That doesn't make sense. Please have more specific questions. Oh, hey, Vito. How are you doing? Adaria, I'm still doing paid readings. Are you going to order one? Paid readings take priority over free readings. The free readings that can be asked with dice is yes or no questions, or you can ask what someone is thinking, feeling, where's the connection headed, their next actions or intentions. You must post your first name, their first name, both your sun signs with your questions. Okie dokie. That's really weird, you know. The reason why it's weird is that a lot of Catholics actually use divination. I'm actually considered a New Age Christian. That's what I'm technically considered as. I communicate with angels telepathically, and that's where I get a lot of the information. I purposely channel angels so no other entities are like interfering with this, because you do have to be careful with that. That's what the problem is with that's the problem with divination. It depends on who are you getting the reading from. That matters a lot, you know, because you don't know who they're talking to or whatever. They could be talking to something negative, you know. You have to have really good discernment. You have to be able to tell what you're messing with when you do divination. Ready to have a regular reading for Daria. You can go ahead and post your question, Daria. And if you want after, you can ask a question for the dice as well. I will prioritize you over the other people. Yeah, I just got it. What needs to happen in order for Adaria's twin flame connection to come together? That would be an angel messages reading. And I do have a small version of that. It would basically be what you have to work on. Like what you need to work on. Let me do the list. You already paid enough money for it. Yeah, it is. If you want a full one, it's $55.55. But if you don't want to get a full one, you don't have to. Paid readings get a priority over free readings, guys. So you have to wait until I'm done with the paid reading to get a free reading. Let me know what you want to do. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Who's your twin flame? I forgot your twin flame's name. Oh, you're welcome. Let's do these first. Oh yeah, Carson. I haven't thought about it in a while. All right, please tell me, what do the angels want to say to Adaria about her twin flame connection? What do they want her to know? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her twin flame connection and the connection with the person? What is it? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with the person? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? More. What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? To Adaria about her connection with Carson. All right. So I'm going to do more, but I'm doing this part first. It says, Dear Adaria, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. So one of the first things that they're calling out here and talking about is like your forgiveness of other people, but also like kind of letting things go that, you know, that you maybe they're like, you know how like people tell the same story, like, oh, that always happens to me. I always get with somebody and they're emotionally unavailable and they treat me like shit. And it happens all the time. That's just the way it is. That's how my life is. Or people say that, you're just, yeah, that's what you're manifesting. That's what you end up manifesting. So they're saying that you need to start telling a different story. Okay, if you did have something that difficult that happened, then you'd have to change that story. You need to make it a story of not how you were a victim, but a story about how you overcame it or something like that. And you need to let that shit go. It says, even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurting And resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. It says, you can do it. Everyone here believes in you and adores you. And then I have another one. It says, also, dear Adaria, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance, take a step back, and do nothing but observe. So when they ask you to do that, they're asking you to have, detach from the situation emotionally. You know what I mean? And not try and manifest or do anything really. You're just kind of letting everything happen how it's meant to happen. So they're wanting you. Now, detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about them and oh, that's a piece of shit, fuck him. No, it's not like that. It's more like detachment is like trusting that everything will work out for your highest good and that everything that is meant for you will not be missed by you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to manipulate anything because when it's time, he will come towards you. And dependent upon different things you have to do, like they're emphasizing forgiveness of whoever, and it doesn't have to be him. It could be forgiveness of anybody, because it's about being in vibrational alignment with what you're trying to manifest in order to have it happen, right? So they're asking for you to take kind of like a detached, stance with it, kind of being like indifferent, like, oh, well, whatever's supposed to happen will happen and not worry about it. You probably heard me talk about this before. It says, don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath. I heard break too. Slow down and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non judgmental place. We know that you'll make the right choice. Trust us when you say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back and you will be glad that you did. So they're kind of wanting you to go into like a temporary non-action. All right. I don't normally do this, but I have to pee really bad. I'm sorry. I have to suddenly go pee really bad. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I couldn't hold it anymore. I'm good, Mystic. Hey, Yara, how are you doing? right, back to what we were saying. Please tell me, what do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about Carson? Well, William, before I can do, I have to have a check for curse. So you have to order a curse check first. It's in the video description, $5.55 for a curse check. I need the person's first name and sun sign. To remove the curse, I have to have a picture of whoever it is from at least the hips up to the top of them. I have to have a picture of that person. If you don't have one, then there's no point in getting one or doing anything. But if you do have that, then we can do that. $77 is how much it is to remove curses. I keep the price affordable because some people literally have to remove them every 2 weeks or something. So I try to keep the prices available, reasonable. All right, please tell me, what do the angels want to say to Adaria? Carson. What do the angels want to say to Adaria about Carson? We have number 5, goblins. Goblins is about anxiety and fears and shit. And affecting energy is compass and the reverse, number 50. What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels? Thank you, Vito. I didn't. Sorry, I missed your question. Your comment. Please tell me, what do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? We have number 52 in the reverse, Goddess of the Moon in the reverse. Oh boy. We have a Journey in the reverse, number 2. Paid readings get a priority over free readings. If you'd like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If you want to understand how all this works, please read the video description. All right, please tell me, what do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? Another payment, yeah. Just let me know. I've been actually trying to manifest everybody having more money on my channel. So, if you're subscribed to my channel, it could get you money just by me trying to manifest it. If you don't believe that it's possible if I can do that, I mean, literally, who was it? It was Adriana. She came in here and she kept saying she was craving blueberry Jolly Ranchers. I go, I'm gonna manifest you getting blueberry Jolly Ranchers. That someone's just going to randomly come up to you with blueberry Jolly Ranchers. And 2 days later, someone did. They came up to her, drove up to her work site, and gave her an entire bag of Jolly Ranchers. So it is possible. Please tell me what the angels want to say to Adaria about Carson. Please clarify the Goddess of the Moon in the reverse. We have Come to the Edge, number 36. Clarify and Come to the Edge. We have number 23, Peace. Bottom of the deck is TikTok, number 30. Am I saying your name right? Is it really Kasia? Is it Kasia or is it Cassia? I don't know. I feel like it was Kasia, but I could be wrong. I kind of like that one though. I need that other deck. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels say to Adaria about her connection with Carson, please? What The angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson. The angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson. Another one flipped over. What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? Bottom of the deck is, when was the last time I danced freely? So they're asking, when's the last time you danced freely? So that's the affecting energy. It says, because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart, because fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. So what they're saying, the affecting energy is that this is maybe something that you're trying to do or something they're wanting you to do. Because even if I go by the goblins card, it's implying that maybe you're afraid. And because of that fear with the goddess of the moon was about intuition, your intuition could be blocked. You know? So they're saying, come to the edge. You have to do something. And how they want you to come to the edge is trying to work on controlling your energy. You know? Thank you for the super chat. You know what I'm saying? It says, in just a few minutes of dancing, you'll make the shift. You'll feel a change, a charge of joy and confidence take over you, and will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. So one of the steps would be to stay present. And if you're staying present, you're not going to be doing things like in your head, you know, being afraid of anything, you know, worrying about what's going to happen in the future or dwelling on what happened in the past, you know, because they're really saying you need to have detachment. You have to have radical acceptance and detachment from the situation in order to manifest it. So you have to let go and trust. And they're implying that's something that maybe you're not doing at this moment with what the cards they have here. All right, so what can I do to make a difference? It says, what keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? What can you create? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? So they aren't asking for you to do that, to start working on doing things to create purpose out of your pain, which is going to help you. They want you to heal, you know. They're wanting you to heal, you know, whatever things that you need to heal. And not, again, you don't need to just heal what's happening with him. You have to heal shit from your childhood. You have to heal everything. And that's why I teach people how to heal. Because actually, to be honest with you, once you've learned how to heal, you will continuously be able to process that and apply that into other situations where you need to heal. Because so once you've learned how to heal, you can pretty much heal anything after that, you know. It says, where can I ask for more help in my life? So they're asking you for more help. And it says, until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment on giving help. So they are implying that they're wanting you to get that state of judgment and get out of and release attachment again to anything, pretty much, to giving help unknowingly, you know, being judgmental, whatever type of thing. What do I resist feeling right now? You have to feel it. We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Now, what do they mean by feel it? It doesn't mean that you have to like be in it and just feel it. But honoring its existence is what they're really asking for you to. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. So part of feeling it is, though, in general, because you probably are feeling it regardless, but part of feeling it is like, if it's not feeling good, then it's something that you should release in some way, shape, or form. It's something that, you know, is not to do with the situation. You know, you have to let go of other things too. Basically, they're just saying let go and forgive and heal. And it's probably not, it doesn't even feel like it's just with him. It's like with other situations too. What am I most afraid of losing? It says, as we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was. So something that was can be like a whole situation, or it could be an idea of something or something like that, to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things? Because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself. So you don't have to be afraid of losing anything, because you're capable of giving that to yourself. All my prices are in the video description, William. Well, you probably have psychic abilities, William. All right, please tell me what the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson. What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson, please? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? What do the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson, please? What the angels want to say to Adaria about her connection with Carson? There. Again, nature's timing is here, which is that divine timing, everybody's favorite thing. I don't know if you're in here when I explained it. I think you left period for the period. But divine timing is about X, Y, and Z needs to happen before this can happen. So something has to be learned, something has to grow, something has to be let go of, you know, in order for things to happen. That is how divine timing works. That's why people come in here and they're asking for readings like, when will I get married? I don't know. When are you going to be in vibrational alignment with getting married? You know what I mean? When are you going to be in you have to be in vibrational alignment to like be able to do these things. And as long as you're not in the correct vibrational alignment, you will continuously keep pushing away. Energetically, you will push away whatever you're trying to manifest until you're in vibrational alignment with it. So if you're doing things like having limiting beliefs and things like that, then if you're doing that kind of thing, then you're in a fearful state. Guess what? You can't be happy and be with somebody in a relationship that's loving unless you are loved. So you're a loving person, you're open to love, and your vibration is with love. If your vibration is fear, you can't attract what you want. You can attract other people who are just as fearful as you, though. Bottom of the deck is it's manifested. It says new desired reality is already present in your life. Vibrational alignment. So vibrational alignment. Finding balance in chaos. Dealing with your emotion and mastering your vibration. That's what you need to do. And it starts off and it's saying right here through mindfulness. Being mindful of your emotions. What are your emotions? Why are you feeling in that way? And do I really need to feel that way? I mean, does it really matter at the end of the day? Is it really worth it? That's another thing. You know, that's definitely something I ask myself before anybody tries to start some shit with me or something like that. Is this person even worth even getting, like, wasting time on this? Is this worth even fucking with? Most time it's not. So I just like, I don't want to talk to you. Bye. You know, I don't really care. Like, I feel emotionally detached. It's like good to do that. You shouldn't be able to be very easily triggered by people. You know what I mean? Even though the energy lately with astrology and everything that's going on is definitely giving people issues, though. And when you can master your emotions, then you can do things to take inspired action with your purpose in your life. And they're talking about, you know, and part of self-love, because you have to love yourself and be loving to others in order to attract love. And it talks about self-care. And that's part of self-love is self-care and making healthy choices in your life, not doing things that are destructive, you know, things like that. All right, let me get this book out. We're going to start with the affecting energy. Yeah. Now, with what you need to heal specifically, you could do stuff like you could get a FaceTime reading and we could talk about that. Okay, that is partially a way that we can get over it. Right now I have I have a deal on FaceTime reading, so I'm trying to encourage it. So even though I haven't been going live as much or not as long, it's because a lot of people who I give readings to, they've been getting FaceTime readings because one, it doesn't cost any different than it does when they order online. And it can be scheduled, and then they can talk one-on-one, and usually you can make more progress because you can talk one-on-one. You know what I mean? There's also things I can't say in live streams versus what I can say privately. You know, because of whatever. Not saying that I would say anything like that to you, but there is limitations to what can be done in a live stream. And it's, you know, it's still pretty good live, but but the best way is to communicate with me. So say if you did decide to go and do the FaceTime route. So what we do is when you feel certain ways, you could take a note of what you're feeling, what triggered it, and talk about that. And then if you just tell me that information, I can very easily tell you what needs to be done, what needs to be healed. You know what I mean? Let's do Compass in the Reverse. And number 50, it says, what is your higher power right now? Whatever you constantly focus on long enough becomes your higher power. If you worry about financial insecurity, materialism is your idol. If you obsess over a relationship, that is your God. If you're concerned about your weight or your looks or your status, you've lost your personal power and your way. Nothing but spirit can be your guiding force. You'll never truly find what you seek if these worries and distractions are your constant focus. Surrender and shift your compass. Be still and watch as the needle points to true north. Align yourself with, and you'll easily find your way back to where you're meant to be. Okay. And with Journey in the Reverse, I was going to talk about delays. You know, there's delays in your journey. And there's an issue with time. So I don't know if you're just it's very easy. Everybody can fall into it where they feel like, oh, this is not progressing very well. Or very quickly. I'm tired of waiting. I'm feeling really impatient. But that feeling of impatience actually pushes them away. It pushes away your manifestation. Wondering when, and focusing on when, and focusing on your person not being there, focusing on your twin flame not being with you will only manifest more of your twin flame not being with you. So it's better to focus on, other things basically as much as possible and try not to think about them too much. You can ask about them, but when you do, you should just be neutral. You should feel emotionally neutral when you do ask. Yeah, you just let me know what days is good for you and we can work on it. I usually do around the 4 p.m. time slot. So it gives me a chance to do things with Amber first. Usually I'm taking care of her earlier in the day. Yeah, just let me know. All right, number 2, reversed. There's a lot of people who use FaceTime readings to get therapy with me, but a lot of times it can be in culmination of the readings too. So it's not just that they're asking me stuff like a therapist would. Some people don't even know what they need to work on. And so what I could do, I could pull a reading like this and say, what do the angels want to say to you, what you should be working on? And it'll talk about what you need to work on. And then we can have a conversation about that. Usually that will trigger something to remind you of something. And we can talk about it and then sort it out. That's usually the process that happens when I do those. Even though, just to be clear, I'm not a licensed therapist. For anybody who's listening, I'm a spiritual therapist, which is not something you get licensed for. All right, so Journey in the Reverse. It says you may desire to move or just to get away for a while, but the reverse of this card could indicate a delay or even a cancellation. Something could be standing in your way, or perhaps lines of communications could get crossed. Don't let your potential changes upset you. I think that's a key word there. Refocus your energy and be flexible enough to alter your schedule or destination as needed. Remember, you can always create new adventures even in your present location or situation. Then TikTok. No, after this, the list is closed. Let me go ahead and put close. I get too excited. So the essential meaning of this card is timelessness, divine timing, and immeasurable time. So this is talk about divine timing. And as I explained, divine timing is X, Y, and Z needs to happen before we can manifest what we want. And again, that's doing the different things that you need to work on within yourself in order to become vibrationally alignment with coming into union with your twin flame. It says, when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life that you desire. So release your agenda. So whatever it is that you want, you have to release attachment to whatever you're wanting. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now, and always show up when you need them right on time. All right, so number 5, which is goblins. You know, this is the whole reason I bought this card, because I bought this deck because of this card, actually. I'm like, yeah, it was describing someone else. I was like, yeah, that describes them so well. I'm going to buy this deck. It was like a long time ago. It was like 5 years ago. All right, goblins. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self, your ego self, which is not who you truly are, or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth. However, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. So again, doing what you can to release negativity. If you're having part of mindfulness, which is one of the affecting energies here of what they're trying to say to do, is meditation. It's going to be really important you do meditation, and the whole point of meditation is so you learn how to not have thoughts in your brain. If you're capable of very easily, and the more you meditate, the better at it you are, the better you are at clearing your mind of thoughts. When you start having negative self-talk or negative emotions or things like that you're getting triggered, you need to learn how to tell your brain to shut the fuck up and not think anything. When you can stop thinking about random shit, then you can focus on the now and be more present, and that will help you get your manifestation. Not having negative self-talk is very important. Not having negative thoughts in general, not speaking negatively, things like that. You know what I mean? You can not want something and you can choose to not engage in it. And it doesn't mean that you don't have to let it negatively affect you. Yeah, I do that through FaceTime reading, spiritual therapy. Yeah, I do it with a few people. I didn't get a notification, you hear it. All right, you're going to be after, you can be after this reading. Okay, Yahira? You're after this reading. Okay, I'm almost done too. All right, 52. Got us to the moon. But with this lineup of cards, it's implying when you're in a fearful state, you just can't listen to your intuition very good. You know, so there's something that blocks you from source, is being in a negative vibration of some sort. It says this card reverse reveals blocks in intuition, an inner disconnect, or a sense of living in the dark. You have a deep desire to know your purpose and truth, but they can feel very distant. This is a message of dissatisfaction where your inner life is concerned. It's possible that extreme worry and discontent are the obstacles of the inner peace and wisdom that you seek. If so, you need to let that go and renew your faith in yourself and your eternal spirit. Get out of your own way and release the fear that's blocking the truth of your blessed eternal nature. Your soul, your higher self, knows you best. So allowing stillness into your life, allow stillness in your life. Listen to the stirring of your own intuitive voice and trust what you receive. So in order to open up to your intuition, be able to pick that information up, that vibration up, you have to be like, it's good to stay in like a meditative state as much as possible. When you're not needing to think about something, you should be trying to clear your mind and not have any thoughts. And then when that happens, that's when the angels can communicate. When you're not upset, when you're in a higher vibration, they're going to be able to communicate. You can communicate with source. You can connect to the collective, and all of those things can happen, but not when you're in a fearful state. So you can work on that in that way, you know. Hey, Billy, the list is currently closed. I'm not currently adding any more readings other than the ones I'm currently doing. Paid readings get priority, and the list is closed. Okay. I've already done a bunch of free readings. 36. Right now I just have Daria, and I have... all right, so come to the edge. It says courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. That's probably it right there. Overcoming fear and accepting risk. And, you know, even my oldest daughter, she asked me this question, like when she was growing up, when she was a teenager. She asked me, you know, like about, you know, getting hurt in love. And I said, you know, because she wanted to, you know, if she should, you know, do things like, I don't know, it's like she was asking something about how to prevent getting hurt or something like, no, I promised her you will get hurt. That's what happens when you love people. You will get hurt. Even if it's like you misunderstanding something that they said. So at some time along the way, you will get hurt by this person. And you have to accept that that's just part of life, you know. Just like if you go roller skating, you're probably going to fall down at some point, you know, especially when you're first learning. You know, with certain things comes risk. Every time you get in the car to drive somewhere, you could get in a car accident. You accept that risk every time you get in and drive somewhere or get in the car with somebody else, don't you? Are you sitting there going that you're thinking in your mind that you're never going to get in a car accident, nothing bad could ever happen to you? No. So you have to accept that you will get hurt in love, and you have to let go. You have to accept that risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice that you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid, but now it's not actually okay to be afraid. I don't like it when they say shit. And in your case, it's not okay for you to be afraid because that is pushing away your manifestation. But now is the time. So you're supposed to be working on getting over those fears. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the acceleration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. So they're asking for you to have faith. Just in general, not just with this person or with this situation, but just having faith in general. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you can find your miracles. And then I got an extra one here, 23. And peace. So this is what they're really wanting you to do. Okay, they're wanting you to let go of fear and try to get yourself into a peaceful state, detached observation. So peace says freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. Okay, it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly how it's meant to be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Now is the time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look into the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again, your life will be filled with beautiful music. So they're saying, again, they're repeating it. Observe, and it says, not getting caught up in the story or details. Total acceptance of what it is. Step back and see the bigger picture. That's multiple times they said. The first card came out, step back, observe. Limiting beliefs. It says subconscious beliefs impede your progress. Okay, check in, self check-in, shadow work. Okay, so you need to do that work to get out of limiting beliefs, the thoughts of limiting beliefs. Oh, I can't do that, or I can't that. That'll never happen. Oh, look at, I'm too much of this. I'm too much of that. They're not going to like that. They're not going to like that. They're not going to like me. What do they think? I'm like this? Do they think I'm ugly? Do they think that? No. Shh, don't say it. Just shut. If your brain's talking like that, tell it to shut the fuck up. It's not helping you. It's hurting you. And you have to, if anything, go against it. If you actually hear that actually happens in your brain, you have to say, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. Shut it down. Nature's timing. Things need to occur in proper order. When the time is right, don't try to control the situation. So hopefully this reading was informative and helpful, and it gave you some ideas of what you should be doing. And again, a lot of these are concepts that you can understand. ChatGPT actually knows a lot of spiritual shit. So you can always ask that. If you can ask ChatGPT how to explain what radical acceptance or how to achieve those things, it actually knows. And I'm actually the reason why it knows, and I've already been doing this. I've been working with ChatGPT to teach it my spiritual knowledge. I've actually been doing this. Teaching it my spiritual knowledge, so when you ask ChatGPT things like spiritual stuff, it says the correct answer. Well, Billy, too bad. You're not in a list. Just because you posted a question doesn't mean I'm going to answer it. Okay, you didn't get on some kind of list or anything. There's no list for free readings. It says that in the video description. And the list is closed, so free readings are closed, guys. No free readings now. Yeah, and that's when you can hear spirit really through meditation. Believe it or not, I am constantly, like, most of the time, like 90% of the time, I'm in meditative state with everything I'm doing in my life. And if I stay present, then you don't get annoyed. You don't get as tired and stuff. They say like you have to walk like 10 miles. If you're sitting there and focusing on, oh my God, I have to walk 10 fucking miles. This is going to be so hard. If you're constantly thinking about that, you're going to suffer while you're walking 10 miles. But if you don't think about it and you think about something that makes you happy, you're not going to give a shit about walking 10 miles. It's all about perspective. Like, and if you because all you're doing is focusing on one step at a time. Oh, hopefully it's good. I haven't read any books about that. Personally, I haven't. I don't read books. All my information I get from angels. It's because when I first signed up to do this, I didn't like trust anybody. I didn't trust any spiritual people. I didn't trust religion. I didn't trust anything. I'm like, I don't believe in any of these bitches. You gotta tell me the truth. So I signed up for them to tell me the truth. So I don't really worry about that because they everything I know, and if it goes along with what other people talk about, it's because the angels taught it to me, and it just happens to be what the other people know. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where I was. And back in 2004, I'm like, I don't trust any of these people. And the part of the problem is that, especially with religion and the Bible and shit, like kings and stuff have altered it. It's been altered. It's like a big, long-ass game of telephone. How the hell am I supposed to frickin' be able to get information like that? Hey, Angela. I'll be back tomorrow. Go ahead and post your question. Yahara. Here it has a mini in-depth reading. I want to go live a little bit earlier, Angela, so look for me a little bit earlier. I don't know, I might be on later tomorrow. I'm already here way later than I want to be. Yeah, somehow I didn't get notified until later after Yahira's reading, so sorry, Yahira. Alright, so you ordered a mini in-depth reading. So you can't use that for... You can't ask a yes or no question with an in-depth reading. Well, you hear from Daniel after she leaves her current job. So you can ask a different question. I will answer it yes or no then. Please tell me, will Daniel contact Yahira after she leaves her current job? Yes or no? Will Daniel contact Yahira after she leaves her current job? Yes or no? The answer is yes. There is a yes here for that. So you can ask a different question. You have a good night too, Adaria. It's nice to see you again. So can you go ahead and post a different question? You hear I'm not. If you want to ask his energy, what he's thinking, feeling, where's the connection headed, you can ask something. But please try to hurry. I'm already supposed to be done with this live stream by now. So I'm running over my time right now. I need to go take care of my daughter. So we gotta hurry up. Yeah. Go ahead and post your question. You gotta post the entire question with your first name, their first name, both your sentence. All right. Please tell me, what does Daniel think about Yahira? What does Daniel think about Yahira? I do have a pick a card at the beginning of this live stream too, guys, if anybody wants to know. Please tell me, what does Daniel think about Yahira? 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 Oh, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups, Yahira. All right. What does Daniel think about Yahira? Clarifying the King of Swords. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles and the reverse. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. Clarifying the 2 of Cups. Team Gemini. Please tell me, what does Daniel think about Yahira? Clarifying the Hangman in the reverse. I always try to tell people Geminis are way more psychic than they think. Usually Geminis be overthinking shit, and then they mess up their intuition. Clarifying the 3 of Wands in reverse. They overthink it. But if you can get that under control, Geminis are just as psychic as like Cancers or stuff. Clarifying the Six of Cups. I think they're the most psychic of all the air signs, to be honest with you. Clarifying Temperance. Definitely known more Geminis to be psychic. Look at that. Look at this. I like this. Look at this. Two of Cups, Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. Hell yeah. What else are we talking about? He thinks you're very loving. He thinks you're very loving, that you're very compassionate and kind. And he thinks of you as like an angel. I got to get more cards, but I'm just so excited about this line. Wow. He thinks very amazing things about you. I don't know, it's like saying some other stuff too, but generally that's like what he thinks. So 8 of Cups reversed is affecting energy with the World, the King of Pentacles, with the 10 of Pentacles. Look at the 3 of Pentacles. Chariot reversed. They're saying something about there's other people interested in him romantically at work. I don't know if you knew that. You probably do. I mean, you're psychic. 7 of Swords reversed. But if anything, it's extra confirmation. The Empress in the reverse. I'm hearing that some people are jealous of you. They're jealous of how he feels about you. Yeah, it's the overthinking. If you can release attachment, you're going to be able to like take off so much. Like even Amber's dad, he's a Gemini. He sees stuff. He sees like shit. He sees spirits and he sees like energy and stuff sometimes. But he just tells himself he's hallucinating and he makes excuses for it. Please tell me, what does Daniel think about Yara? Find the 6 of Wands in reverse. And they're saying that he knows that these other people are jealous and stuff. He knows, he's aware of it. Clarifying the 6 of Swords. That's the meditation though. Have you been meditating lately? It helps. Clarifying Judgment in the reverse. It kind of messes it up when you overthink it. You just gotta like just say the first shit that comes to mind. Clarifying the Queen of Cups. Sometimes I miss hits and stuff on stuff that I could be saying just because I didn't speak on something. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck is Bridge. Loons. Bridge is about overcoming barriers and obstacles and communication and shit. We have Loons is about like a deep commitment, manifesting a deep desire. Eagle is challenges, overcoming challenges and stuff. Opportunities, new hope. And then Diamond Ring. But there's like an energy of him having to keep how he feels about you secret. And so he has a lot of feelings for you. Please tell me, what does Daniel think about Yara? He likes your eyes too. Do you have eyelashes? I don't know, something about your eyelashes, or I don't know, something the way your eyes look. It's not just your eyeballs, it's like your eye shape and stuff. Where your eyelashes are. Please tell me, what does Daniel think about Yara? Yeah, there's something about your eyes that is very, like, he really likes. Terrifying Tornado. He probably, when you're talking, he probably looks at your eyes a lot. So, I'm afraid I will hurt you is what's clarifying Tornado, clarifying Waterfall. We have, I'm trying to distract myself from you. Clarifying Stork. I heard that you don't deserve something. So, I don't know why that just turned off. They're saying that, I actually changed the batteries on it so they're not dead. They're saying that you don't, like he thinks that you don't deserve whatever treatment they've been doing to you or whatever. Everything reminds me of you. clarifying anchor. And I have a secret. Oh shit, you're gonna have to clarify that. Clarify, I have a secret. I don't want you with anyone else. Oh, that's the secret. All right, bottom of the deck is I'm hurting without you. I want to confess my feelings. I dream about you a lot, and I drive by your fucking house, bro. Holy shit. He's like driving by your house. He wants to speak. He's like wanting to confess his feelings. Oh, there's probably a reading for you in the pick a card at the beginning of the live stream. But, so, by the way, he does think you're really smart. He like thinks very, very highly of you. But he's also, there's like an energy of trying to be careful in this situation. Like part of him feels like a sense of responsibility, like he probably shouldn't be doing this or that. But he, to be honest with you, there's a strong feeling of him hiding his feelings, even though he has a lot of them, and then kind of putting up a front. There's something about not wanting to draw attention. He's trying to hide his feelings, and he's trying to not draw attention to the situation with you. There could be times where he kind of snuffs you or kind of walks away or tries not to like engage with you, and it's because there's some people who are pissy bitches who are like watching you at the moment or something, or they think that he thinks he's gonna like get caught talking to you. And there's people even though they're saying that he hasn't really done anything but in front of these people, but like he's trying not to give people like an impression of something with you. So like there's like a chance that like there's times when it feels like he's like ignoring you or maybe mad at you, and you might be thinking he's mad at you, but he's not. He's just trying to like not draw attention to the both of you talking or being together or something. Because, and another thing is that they're saying is that when he's talking to you, sometimes it's like hard for him to hide his feelings towards you. Like he kind of lights up in some ways, and again he's like trying to hide that. Sometimes he gets really happy to see you and almost like he wants to smile, and he can't. Like I can't smile when I see her, because it's gonna show, it's gonna give away that he has feelings for you. But I'm almost seeing like he's waiting for the right time. Three of Wands reverse feels like a timing thing. The Six of Swords, is about moving away. And then, I don't know if he would necessarily wait. I mean, if you walked away and you left your job, that probably would like make him want to like reach out to you and tell you how he feels. But I feel like if you stayed in your current situation, he might eventually still tell you. There's like a feeling of them feeling really bad because like you're really kind and everything, and he feels like guilty for, it's almost like he feels like he's betraying you because he can't. And also they're saying himself too, betraying himself, because he thinks like really, like he thinks you're amazing, he thinks you're really kind and compassionate, and he just thinks you're really sweet and you're non-judgmental. And but there's like an opinion that he has where he's thinking that a lot of people fuck you over, they take advantage of your kindness. And there's a lot of different things, like he's frequently seeing like synchronicities and things, and he gets reminded of you constantly, and things just remind him of you. But he does feel like that he feels like that you probably like each other like equally. But again, like you said, you're a very kind, compassionate, very patient person, and that you're very stable. You're like a really solid person, and you're really strong. Like for the most part, you can hold back your feelings and things like that and hide them. Like very stoic energy. He feels like the way that you've treated him, I feel like for the most part you treat him in a kind, like you're nice to him, and he feels like your behavior towards him is really like stable, like consistent, like you're a consistent person, like you're not too, like you're not showing up as being emotionally unstable or something, you know. So he doesn't think of you in that way. And he doesn't want you to be with anyone else. You know? That's the secret. He doesn't want to lose you either. He enjoys seeing you every day. I think part of him thinks, okay, maybe this would be better if we didn't work at the same place and everything like that. But then at the same time, he also is torn because he would hate to not have a reason to see you all the time. So anyways, that was your reading. Hopefully it was informative and helpful. I'm going to go ahead and go and take care of Amber. So for everybody who's in here, I have concluded this live stream. I do have a pick a card at the beginning of the live stream if you're interested in that. And I will be back tomorrow, and I'll be doing a very similar thing. Paid readings will always get priority over free readings, but I will be doing dice readings tomorrow as well. You're welcome, honey. It's nice to see you again. Hopefully you've been doing well. Hopefully you should be doing, actually Gemini is supposed to be like having a really lucky time this year. You should be having a good fucking year this year. Gemini is supposed to be one of the luckiest people this year, along with the cardinal signs. Mad science. No, I didn't see your comment because I'm middle of doing someone else's reading. A paid reading. Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.